What's up guys? I'm back with a new video. May tag makarelate mo sa akong i-share nga topic karon. So, yeah, let's jump into it. One of the reasons why I think the internet is bad when it's used excessively. Of course, we would like to think that we are going to use the internet in a right manner. But no matter how diligent we want to use social media, YouTube, and so on, the problem is if we stay there longer than what we intend to, there are going to be an unexpected contents that pops up, which unfortunately is unhealthy for us, and sometimes we can't help it but to check it out. Even with just a little glimpse of those contents but repeatedly watched or consumed, it does have an effect on us unknowingly in the beginning. When we indulge in contents that we were supposed to be avoiding in the first place, it's like feeding a wild lion little by little, from milk to meat. We may think that it's okay, it's not bad, it's just for fun, or it's just for entertainment, like those dirty jokes or dirty pranks. Some involves nudity in it, celebrity lifestyles, success posts of other people we know. There's also fake news, and etc. But then again, the lion is being fed, its appetite gets larger. It's done with the milk, now it wants the real meat. Now the lion that we are feeding continues to grow and become stronger. By then temptation kicks in. And the internet is a very bad place for that, as we all know it's very accessible. And also there's a great chance that we fall into that temptation, and it's because the wild beast is now very hard to tame. How can you tame a wild, hungry animal? It's almost impossible to do it, not unless you are Samson from the Bible. Trust me, I've been there. I would not have made this video in the first place. And maybe you did too. Or maybe you're still feeding that lion. You know, it could be pornography, vanity. It means pride in one's own appearance or achievements. There's also envy or jealousy that could lead to gossip, slander about others. You know, gossip makes oneself feel better in the moment of gossiping. But in reality, it's a distraction or could even lead to depression. These are just my examples. You may have yours. We all know it's very toxic. There's a saying that hurt people hurt people. But for us who's been there and never want to be in that position again, but again, we'll never know what the future brings. We'll never know what will happen in the future, right? So that's why I think we should continue exercising self-control. We want to work this out for the rest of our lives. And of course, it's not going to be easy, but I think it's gonna be worth it. First things first is that we need to kill that wild lion by not feeding it until it diminishes. How do we practice self-control? How do I practice self-control? I would like to quote St. Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verses 25 to 27 that says, "All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize. So I run with purpose in every step. I'm not just shadow boxing. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified." So what do athletes do? I think they train hard and smart to be prepared for the actual battle. I think we should too. We are facing these battles in life that breaks us down. But if we come prepared, we will overcome and win the battles we face in life. So, for me, I am exercising less screen time. I'm taking heed of the things I consume and make sure to avoid on the things that leads me to be tempted. I mean, temptation is not bad. It does actually help us to strengthen our will as long as we don't act on it. That's why it's a good exercise for self-control when we don't act on our impulses. For example, like if it urges me to open my phone by just going to social media or YouTube, just to numb my mind, right? Just to, entertain myself. But if I don't act on it, it's a big win in small things like this, and it's a very good start. I believe it's better to start small, like lifting weights in gym. We should start lifting light. And also, as much as possible, I will only use my phone in times of necessity or educational purposes. But not really, because I like watching boxing or sports, those highlights and stuff like that. But maybe in moderation is fine. Also, for me, self-control without prayer is very ineffective. This is very important. Prayer needs to be prioritized. I am a Catholic. I love to pray the rosary. And, there's lots of prayers out there. Or you can have your own prayer. I do this because I know that we can't win this battle on our own. We need God's Spirit to help us. But for those who have been conquered by the wild beast, I would say Jesus is the way to break the curse. He wants you to be free. He wants you to be a new man. And He can do it for you. Just go and ask Him for help. He's always there and He's always ready for you. He wants the best version of yourself. Alright, I think that's it, friends. All the best and God bless.